Actually, what I really remember about that day was driving to the hospital. You remember me wanting to drive that day?
So Neil George had a very important role because he was responsible for the casting call, and he handled it really beautifully. It involved a lot of organization.
Let's just do that. I'm gonna be here, so you can just like read it to me, okay? Okay, read it to me. Just this, yeah. Yeah.
I know that one.
Yeah, just say that line, yeah. It's fine. Are you ready? Are you shy?
No.
It involved a lot of organization just to make sure that the actors who were trying out arrived on schedule, and he welcomed each one in one at a time and allowed them to feel like they were participating and welcomed as talent. Look at the tiger on this box. Just say that to me.
Mommy, look at the tiger on this box.
Great.
Okay.
Can you put that back? We're not getting that.
Can you put that back? We're not getting that.
And then you say, Mommy, look what I can do.
Mommy, look what I can do.
Great. And I think they all got excited about this project, and a few of them got to be in it.
We are very lucky to have such talented actors on the project. And not even on the project, on the auditions, we have a lot of good, talented actors. But not all of them look like a family. When you take the actors, and the little boys, because there is a son in the script, not all of them, they look like family altogether. And sometimes we had to compare different calibers of the actors to combine one family.
From my experience with By No Means, I think the biggest lesson that I learned was having some script ready for the actors and giving them a clear idea of this is the scene, this is the character, and giving them all that information beforehand so they can prepare and they can bring in their best work.
Grandfather, can I play with the dog? Can you do that for us? Thank you.
I'll turn around so you don't have to be sad. Will that work? And I don't think we would have found Jake Taylor or Max if we hadn't done that, because they kind of connected with those characters and they built upon what I initially gave them and just made something beautiful.
I've been in A Christmas Carol at ACT, and I played Ned Cratchit. And I've been in Assassins at the Alcazar, and I played a child of an assassin. So, wow. And I'm with the boys' chorus, San Francisco Boys' Chorus. And yeah, and I've also been in La Boheme, the opera, in San Jose. So yeah.
You know, being married it's not easy, and it takes a lot of work. And I think that's the one thing that people don't always tell you when you get married, is that it's just not a walk in the park. There's a lot of tears and a lot of work that goes into it, but I'm making a choice to be with who I am. And so it's constantly, you know, learning about yourself, learning about your partner, and making it work, or choosing not to make it work. You know, whichever way you go, that's okay. And I think that I like what I've read, because it's about being okay with who you are and the choices that you make.
I'm sorry, honey. It's just a vase. Okay.
A vase? That's my grandmother's favorite vase. She gave it to me.
Look, I'm sorry. Pookie, I'm sorry. Okay, we can replace it. But can you calm down? You're scaring Joey. Is it cool if we just do it one more time?
Yeah.
Just give you something different.
First, we had a lot of difficulties, and on one hand, we wanted to have a lot of experienced actors who've already been in a lot of projects and clips and movies. On the other hand, we wanted to find newcomers with a great potential. We were pretty open, and I really appreciate all those who found time to come over and try himself on our project.
Google was wonderful to enable the casting call to occur in one of the buildings that Google had recently acquired, and it was a building that was out in the neighborhood more, so that it wasn't too hard to get to, and the parking was easy, and it was just very generous of Google to allow this.
How's life? Like, how's the job and stuff?
It's going, it's been steady, learning some new things.
Well, I remember that building doing the auditions in was very amazing. I didn't know they had sort of like production houses.
I think definitely the most difficult part would be reaching out to your actors. Definitely have a space that you can use for 4 or 5 hours a day. Make sure you have that spot fixed and that it's, you have a lot of parking. You can have people who can get the actors and bring them to wherever you're holding the audition, if it's in a bigger house or if it's in a bigger building. Definitely have that down. And also reaching out to your actors, definitely send out a lot of emails, reach out to as many people as you can, as many websites or as many platforms that you can find, and even schools advertise, talk to people. That would be the best way to bring in actors. Can you tell me which ones you remember?
The CEO one.
Which one?
The CEO. That's it.
Oh, the serial one? Okay, yeah, we can do the serial one. Yeah, let's do that. So, Zen over there is going to be reading the part about Jen. She's going to be reading that.
I'm reading something.
It's okay, Magnus. You can like, don't have to be shy. I think we started out with the treatment, and we kind of had this idea of who this person would be, but it was a lot of questions, like we weren't sure who would fit that role perfectly, and especially when you're like reaching out to people, looking at their headshots and maybe like a few demo reels, it's really tough to judge.
I was just really impressed with the casting call. I was impressed by the diversity of people. They were different from each other, and yet they were good. And so we were able to see various fathers. And for me, it was really not obvious which to choose. You had potential different father characters, different lover characters, different gens. And to see how it all came together with the characters that you ultimately chose was really fun.
The process, definitely, we filmed everything. For by no means we kind of like got everything recorded so we can like review them over and over again. But definitely the biggest impact that we got was just being there and just interacting with the actors and getting a firsthand view of their performance.
Well, part of the challenge really falls to the director. And so it was fun to be one of the people who was evaluating the different actors. But ultimately, who you chose for the father was going to affect who you chose for the son and who you chose for the mother. And so it was a complicated puzzle where you had to put all the pieces together.
Whenever I see guys that are pretty good, I tend to sort of rate them high. And I remember when you sort of gave me the paper, like, oh, maybe give them a little rating or whatever. I remember thinking like, oh no, like, all right, I hate doing this. Especially since like I'm not a great actor, and so I want to give all actors great reviews. They're all good. But I couldn't do that though. And I remember the first few actors that had come in, I think I rated them high. And then and then when the rest of the crew would kind of talk about it, we'd realize maybe they weren't so great. And I'd be like, oh no, I gave these guys, you guys are talking 4s and 3s, and I just gave this person a 7. You know, oops. I thought they were pretty good. I liked them. I thought they nailed it. I would have hired them. But then once again, though, I think when we saw, I think when Jay came in, though, I realized sort of the caliber that maybe I had missed. I was like, oh no, like, okay, I see. Like these are the actors I think that we've been sort of dealing with. How do you do that?
Definitely have everything recorded, because whenever you want to go back and like, wait, what was the difference between these two? It's always good to have everything recorded.
Well, we had the votes of all of the people watching the casting call, but we also made comments so that we had our numerical tally, but in addition the comments, so that we would be sure and remember who was who. And of course, the director was filming everybody, so you could go back and look at the casting call later as well.
It was a great experience. We met a lot of independent actors in the Bay Area, which is wonderful. We reached out to actors from varying experiences, and they all came in, they all showed up, they gave a great performance. We got them all recorded.
Excuse me, I know you picked this place for the solitude and beauty, but I was kind of already here.
Excuse me, I know you picked this place for the solitude and beauty,
But I was kind of already here.
Excuse me, I know you picked this place for the solitude and beauty, but I was kind of already here.
Excuse me, I know you picked this place for the solitude and beauty, but
I was kind of already here.
excuse me, I know you picked this place for the solitude and beauty, but I was kind of already here.
I know you kind of picked this place for the solitude and beauty, but kind of already here.
I know you picked this place for the solitude and the beauty, but I was kind of already here.
I know you picked this place because of the solitude and the beauty,
But I was kind of already here.
It's always interesting to see how various people interpret the same lines.
It's a good feeling when you can feel that one step is done, so the movie begins.
It was very fun, very emergent.
We had a great day of casting today. Another wonderful day of casting. Got to check out a lot of profiles, a lot of great actors. Got to look at the reveals, and like we picked up the selected few. But yeah, they came in, had a great time. Some really good actors, some really good roles filled.
Some of them were pretty good, but they didn't fit really well for our roles. But I think we got everybody now.
Looking forward to it.